Walang budget for shipping fee? Don't worry, may free shipping araw-araw sa Shopee. Check out exciting.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Space Simulation Toolkit, where last time we took a look at this insane game where you can simulate millions and millions of particles at once. One note is that YouTube compression does not play very nice with this many particles, so I'm going to be zooming in really far sometimes so that you guys can really see what's going on, but when it's zoomed out like this, it's probably going to look awful. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to try uploading this video in 4K to see if we can beat the bitrate a little bit, get the bitrate a little bit nicer for you guys. But you guys taught me something in the comments, which is that this little blob up here is the tree of life and shows the DNA actually changing over time. So each of these is actually showing the genetic mutations taking place over time. So like it started here, and then this is a generation from it, this is another generation, and this tree of life actually links to the actual organisms growing in here, which is insane! That is an insane feature. I absolutely love it. And it almost makes it super interesting to go over here and see what's going on. Like, what is this? What is this one? Where is this happening? This one has learned to just keep growing its legs out forever. It's massive. Oh my god, it just keeps growing. I hope it has children. This one is really doing a thing. Let it go. But yeah, the genetics, there's slight mutations whenever these animals, these are all animals, whenever they have children, there's slight variations, and we'll see if the amount of different, I mean, obviously there are thousands and thousands of different lines of different genes going on right now. Some of them are getting pretty extensive, but we'll see if it gets to less. I mean, some will probably win out over time, and we'll see some go extinct. All right, so now that kind of horrible, sad discussion has been had, that, likely a lot of this is just going to die and not succeed, let's see the stuff that is actually growing. We got a big old chunk of plant over here that the animals are eating. In the center, we have all of this light coming out. We got this big, massive animal here that's kind of formed these circles. They kind of look like little viruses. It's probably an efficient shape to be able to eat from any side. Let's see if I can scope out. Oh! Did you see that? Oh, it died. It died, but it was the thing. Oh, it was eat from any side. Let's see if I can scope out. Oh! Did you see that? Oh, it died. It died, but it was the thing. Oh, it was the really, skinny, crazy-sized one. I think it's just so big that it's hard for it to survive. Oh, what's this? This one's the same, but it's got white arms. Does white arms mean they're hungry? Does that mean they need food? I think that means they need food, but it's accelerating towards this food. It's accelerating towards the food. Will it eat? It looks like it's trying to eat, but it's getting pushed by friends. Oh, no, it sees that over there, maybe? I don't know actually how these interact. It seems like it's guided, like it's actually trying to go towards things. Let's go ahead and click on it and see. There's all of these different factors that go into its genetics, but I don't know how to actually really read and mess with it. Like SI, SC, SX, they're codons, so that's pretty accurate to how genes and stuff actually work. But I don't know how messing with these codons will actually change it. This is actually really similar to a project I made a long time ago, except my project wasn't able to simulate millions of things on the GPU. It was just a simple, a few dots. I built a codon and genetic system. I don't know if I have it anymore. I think it was probably deleted. All right, so let's see how this is going. I mean, this time we're having just a closer view at the animals. I want to see what kind of animals evolve. This one's pretty cool. This one's doing some stuff. Looks kind of like a uterus, but that's okay. This one looks like a spider with 4 legs. Actually, it kind of looks like a dude raising his arms into the sky. He's really happy. That's his head. He's just floating around. Oh, just getting hit in the bum with some light. Boom, boom, boom. It's crazy looking at life at this scale. Like, there's just so much going on all over the place. And somehow, I mean, sure, my room is quickly heating up as my 4090 tries to simulate this. My case is open. Let's see how warm it is. Yeah, you could probably cook an egg on that graphics card right now, not gonna lie. The power company is probably gonna cut me off. My house is probably draining the entire grid, but holy moly! This isn't even like I did half the size of what my GPU can support, because there's a point at which it's just so large. Like, do we need more than this? Do we? I'd rather have the smoother performance, honestly. But now let's go ahead and create some... Oh, there it is! It's the lanky one! Do. It's like, hey there, bro. What's up, bro? And it's got a head, too. It's just very tall. Alright. It is time to start making things interesting and see what happens. We're going to do a mass extinction event by adding some gravity. Oh, look! It's getting really blotchy. Oh, look, it is! A lot of them are going extinct, and we're getting these massive trees, like this one right here. You can actually see these blobs and how they're competing. This is so interesting because the genetics look like their own life forms competing here. But really, this is just like the simplified version of what's happening in the huge simulation. Wow. This is just so awesome. The level of awesome this is. This one. So many. So many. Let's see what happens when we give them a little bit of a challenge, though. Alright. Object. Gravity. Alright, they're gonna start getting pulled in. We're forming a planet now. I actually wanna... Can I undo? I should have put it... Okay, I don't want to select this, but I do want to... I just want to select the gravity. That's not the gravity. Let me select that. I want to move the gravity. Shoot! Ah! No! We crashed when I tried to move the thing. Oh! We made it so far. Oh, jeez. You win some, you lose some. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redo this. Oh, I'm so sad that crashed. I'm gonna redo this, but I'm gonna put gravity. I don't want to put the gravity on the light, because if I'll do a little bit smaller this time. We'll do 1.6 million, so it doesn't crash. Oh, the genetic tree is so much smaller. Oh no, it's just expanding out. It's like the birth of the universe over here. All right, so what's gonna happen here is, this is where the light's coming from, right? So if I put the planet here, the planet will cover the light, and it won't go very well. But if I put the planet over like here, so that the light hits one side, then we'll have a different situation. All right, here we go. A lot of the plant is going to die in this process and is going to just become stone, which is fine. We got all the animal, which is going to be crushed as well. Hey, that's how oil's made. Oil! Here we have all the plant. You can tell the plant is over on the right side because that is where all of the light is coming from. And so we're going to see. We're probably going to have this side's going to be super alive and this side's going to be super dead just because of the light situation. There's so many animals eating this plant so quickly as it hits the surface because all of these animals have just kind of, you know, gotten bunched up over here. They are hungry and they're eating everything that falls their way. But there's much more animal than plant right now. And the last of the plant is about to die. There's a little bit of green left, but it's about to get very interesting. This is a whole lot of dead animal. This is a lot of dead animal that just got kind of kerplunked over here. Is kerplunked a word that people use? Well, I'm using it right now, so it's got to be a word that people use. All right, and then we got a bunch of light that's just out in the ether that's kind of slowly being pulled in, which is creating just a little bit of plant and life on the outside. It's so much harder for the plant to survive when all of the animal is condensed to one area. Like the moment the plant is made, it gets eaten. I'm pretty sure when the plant dies, it becomes stone, but if the stone gets hit by light, it becomes plant again. All right, and is this actually where light is coming from? I can't tell. I think it is. I think I see light spawning. Can I modify the amount of light it's making? Power. What? This says gravity. What if I turn it up? Molt. If this is gravity, then why... I feel like I just increased the amount of light. I definitely just increased the amount of light, right? It looks like there is way more light being made now. Maybe I'm crazy. I literally can't tell. It says this is gravity, but I think it's not. Let's turn it up like... Oh, let's just turn it to 0. Then I'll really know. If I turn it to 0, then it'll be really obvious. What? Oh, wait, no, that definitely is gravity. What? Is it pushing things away? Why did turning it down make it more powerful? What is happening? What is going on? I'm so confused. It's probably in like the environment settings, the amount of life then. Scene. There's the biome settings where we can set like the max age of stuff. We can set the mutate rate, friction, move, light. There it is. Oh, you can increase the size of the light? Really? Oh yeah, look. Big ol', oh, does that increase the size of everything? Oh, it does. Okay. So we don't want to do that. That's kind of weird. Okay, but we want to increase the amount of light. Show link. Oh, interesting. Alright, what happens if I turn this up? I don't know what this does. I turned it to 300. What does that mean? What does that mean for the world? I don't know. So much of this game is just going, I have no clue what's going on, and maybe it's best if I don't have any clue what's going on. You know, I thought that the light section would control the light, but maybe not. Velocity RGB. Arctangent white. These are all things that I just do not understand. Maybe that makes me dumb. All right, well, that works. I wonder if we delete the gravity, if we'll get some interest. Let's see what's left. Oh yeah. Yeah, we really nuked the genetic diversity, and a lot of it is dying. Like, everything is slowly going extinct right now. There's very little hope. This just is not very well suited for a planet because nothing can get the light. But if we delete, it, oh, the knife just splits things, it doesn't delete it. If we select the gravity and we kill it, let's see what happens. All right, this is the great expansion. We're getting huge. Oh, it's starting to open up. It's starting to open up. It's starting to rip apart. All of this matter is just flying out, and it's all colliding with the light. And when it collides with the light, we're gonna start getting plants. And I'm seeing a little bit of green. Seeing a little bit of green right in the core here. There's even a little bit of light leaking in. All right, now what I'm expecting to see is this start to grow again. Okay, it doesn't. It still looks like it's shrinking, but maybe, just maybe. I mean, there's like this. This seems like a really strong line of animals. Uh-oh. Mass extinction event is still ongoing. I only see things dying at the moment. Surely, surely it'll be okay. All right. Maybe not. Maybe I made a mistake. What if I delete this gravity too? Huh. I guess it just did nothing. Alright, I'm gonna try moving and just ripping this apart to give it some more surface area for the light to reflect off of. I can't think of really a better way to give this a chance of survival. We're just gonna make little planets. A little swarm of planets over here inside of this very light-rich area. All right, they're growing. They're growing. I can see the little planets are growing green surfaces, and animals are starting to find them. Obviously, this old massive thing over here is just dying. I don't think there's much hope left for it. But we're building something new, a new world for our organisms, and that world has a little bit of hope. Oh, these two are colliding. Oh, they have gravity, don't they? They're just drifting into each other. Maybe the gravitational thing in the center was to keep everything from slowly drifting together? I don't know. Or maybe it's the animals that are pushing it. I think that's actually it. I think the animals are pushing the land. Oh, that one just exploded. That one just seriously just exploded. Did you see that? It's the animals that are pushing it. I think that's actually it. I think the animals are pushing the land. Oh, that one just exploded. That one just seriously just exploded. Did you see that? Jeez. All right, let's see if we can foster some diverse life here. I wanna see some successful growth. Making some Swiss cheese over there. The cheesiest. I love my cheese when it contains the future of an entire race of beings. That's the best kind of cheese, also known as Colby Jack cheese. All right. We're close. I don't know what we're close to, but something is happening. We are actually getting some animals that are surviving now. You know, they're eating the surface. Some of these little planets are actually managing to grow quite a bit. Nourishing. Look at the nourishment going. There's a whole lot of nourishment going on right now. Nourishment is the word of the day. If nourishment was on your bingo card for a word of the day, congratulations. All right. So we're seeing some growth. We got oh, look at this one. This is a really speedy bro. Look at him go. We're getting some plants just growing out in the open. I mean, after the massive and incredibly dramatic mass extinction event. Oh, geez, it's still getting worse. The genetic diversity is going down to almost zero. I mean, sure, there's some lines that are still alive, but yikes. I thought the ones, at least some of the diversity would survive, but overall there's not a whole lot left. What do I do? What do I do? I don't have a great plan to save them either. This was my great plan. I mean, we can really mix things up. You know what? We're gonna try to big bang it. We're gonna do a big bang. I'm gonna turn off. Okay, we want to have. All right, no collide. Doing no collide makes everything fall into each other. And then when we turn it back off, it explodes. And this explosion of matter into the light should create a huge amount of plant, as you can see. All right. We have just basically spread fertile land all over the place and created a brand new golden era of plant. Look at all the plant that just formed. Look at all of it. There's so much green everywhere. Okay. Now I'm hopeful. Come on. Yes! Yes, it's growing! It's growing at last! Oh my god, we've done it. We've done it. The extinction event has been avoided. Look at the speed at which this tree, this web is growing. I mean, sure, most organisms are still descended from one of like 20 different cultures, but that's okay. That's fine, because it's not literal genocide anymore. We've got progress. We've got growth. This is a much healthier looking tree of life than it was a few moments ago. And look at all the plant! That move we just made, doing that massive explosion, literally just made like the entire map habitable. I mean, there's still a few of these chunks left where it's just not great, but wow. Now you may be saying, Spike, you're the one who used gravity to destroy everything in the first place. Doesn't that make you like a horrible, horrible person because you almost wiped out all life in the universe? I don't have an answer for you. I don't. But we tried to make it better, so that's what matters in the end, right? Right. Definitely. Wow, look at this, like, east and south area. This northwest area is very eaten up and has a lot of animals. But there's just a lot of area for the animal to grow into in the southeast area. Looks fantastic. And look at that tree of life. All right, guys, we have done some really cool stuff today, and I'm very proud of how far we've come. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this so that we can continue on the same thing next time. File name. Life is good. Don't sue me. Saving. Probably takes a second to save like 8 billion dots. Alright, and now if I go to load game, there it is! Fantastic! Alright, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of this game, let me know over on Valor.gg. Valor.gg is an awesome platform being built for you gamers to build your community. Go talk to me and some other cool people. I'm developing it. You should join, and I will see you all there. Just go over to Valor Central when you join, say hi, and I will talk to you. You can talk to me. You can tell me what to do. You can bully me. Isn't this a great opportunity? Bye.
Kids, pili kayo ha!
Game!
Woody or Buzz?
Buzz! Woody!
Hello and welcome back everyone to Space Simulation Toolkit. The last few times we've been looking at the biology pieces of this, but the game is a lot more than just those little simulated organisms. It's also got full-on physics simulation like the powder toy. So we're going to be playing around with that today. As you can see here, I've got some dirt. I can put some stone down. Why does it say Valor.gg? Well, the developer of the game actually joined Valor, which is awesome. You all should go check out Valor and talk to him. You can suggest features and stuff, I guess. But I'm super excited to have him on board. I think that this game has a huge amount of potential being on the GPU and just, God, look at the simulation. Look at all the dots. Oh, they're freezing. Oh, they're freezing. They're getting cold and freezing. I guess that's because there's literally no energy in this world. So let's go. Oh, look, it's like solidifying. Oh, that's so cool. Look, it's connecting as the water freezes. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. I love that. What if I like put some fire? Oh yeah, the fire very quickly melts everything. Okay, I mean, I could have expected that. There's also lava. What if I drop lava onto the ice? Ooh, look at that state change. Look, the water actually gets quite hot, and I think it becomes a gas. I think we have steam flying around now. Gravity. Whee! Gravity is now down. We'll put it like down here, I guess. So things fall downward. Very cool. All right, so now I should be able to actually pour water into the U. Yay! Very nice. This is so crazy. Just the beauty of this simulation is just, It's just crazy to think that there's this many particles interacting, and it's all just happening on my GPU. All right, so let's see. There's metal. So maybe I can like put this U into a, the metal is actually being, look, the metal's being pulled. Oh, what? Wait, did it actually break the rock when it fell? Are you serious? Wait a second, what? No way the physics are that good. No way, when it collides, oh my God, what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, this is so many layers cooler than I originally thought. So metal's strong, so it's gonna flex a little bit, but it's not ripping, it's not tearing at the seams. Oh my God, this is literally insane. I cannot believe this guy actually made this. Okay, let's try dropping a giant rock on it from far away. If we build a big ol' stone, can I pause the game? No? Probably can, I just don't know the button. All right, we're gonna build a really big like asteroid and have it hit this metal and see what happens. It's actually getting ripped apart by the gravity. As it falls, it hits the metal and it rips it apart. Oh my God. But it has like pieces that survive. This is absolutely insane. Like, you guys do not understand. Maybe you do. Maybe you do understand how insane this is, but like this level of simulation is someone please give this man $1 million. I want to see what he'll do with it. Buy this game now. We need to give this guy more money so that he can fund the development of this, because this is crazy. So this really dense bit of metal, which is just gonna hit this rock. Is it just gonna rip through it? Is it gonna just realistically like... Oh, did you see that? It actually made a little bit of sand and it bounced straight off. Okay, so that wasn't enough. It was too small of a piece of metal, but look at how it's rolling. Look at the physics. The slight deformation of the stone compared to the, oh my God. Oh man, okay. Slightly larger metal ball here. By slightly larger, I mean quite a bit larger. We gotta give it some actual force. Here we go. I wonder if I can accelerate this. I could probably put more gravity, but like, I need to learn the tools in this game. If I could like fling it, that would be really cool. But there's this move where I wonder if I don't know how to increase the size of, it's shift. Can I throw it? No. Well, it kind of holds. It kind of moves in the direction I threw it in, but not really. I do know there's a way to repel though. Is it this one? No, that's drag. This is repel, I think. Oh, no, that's like explode. Yeah, so that will explode whatever you hit with it, which kind of ruins what I was just doing. Well, I guess the chunks are still going to impact. Oh, do you see how that broke? Oh my God, the cracking. It's the cracking for me. Look at how that just, oh my. Oh. Guys, you gotta see how this is cool, right? I'm really hoping that you guys can see how awesome this is. Just the level of This is something I've just never seen done at this scale. Like, I've seen like little things that try to do this, but the fact that it's so fast and natural. Okay. Giant ball of metal falling into this. If only I knew how to accelerate. Like, I guess I could just add more gravity, just like a second gravity. Now it should get pulled in twice as fast, right? Let's just add 3. Lots of gravity. There we go. Okay, so this is now getting accelerated. I think I can actually change like the gravitational constant in the simulation as well. But that's fine. No worries. P for pause, maybe? No. T for time? No. I really have to learn more of this game. The developer's probably watching this and it's like, dude, there's tools for that. I know. I'm figuring it out, okay? I'm currently being just absolutely mesmerized by these physics. All right. Oh, look at that! Look at how it crushed in and made this all into sand at the very... Oh my god. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This gets me so excited. All right, so we've seen some of the possibilities here. There's air, which is just like fluffy. It's interesting. The air connected to... What did I make here? What is this material I just made with air? Is it just like connected air because I turned the stone into air? Yeah, it's solid air. Would you look at that? It didn't break the bonds between the molecules. It is insane that you can have this many particles without lag. Like, absolutely ludicrous. Okay, turn this back to stone. Oh, it's all broken apart. Got little sections here. How do I delete? I feel like there's got to be a delete button. Action. Temperature. Oh. Oh, no! Look at it! Oh, magma core. Oh, and all of the like pulverized stone just fell in so quickly. All right, let's... Yeah. Oh, yes. Give me that molten goop. I love me some molten goop. The air, I can make the air very hot too. Oh, this is awesome! Yeah, I could... Okay, how do I delete the sun? Does this let out light? Doesn't seem to do anything, really. Interesting. Did I accidentally pause the game? Nothing seems to be moving. Oh no, it is moving, just very slowly. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a giant rock into this magma and see what happens. Giant rock. It's getting ripped apart by the gravity as it moves. This is so insane. Look at the cracks. They're just so realistic. It just looks so good. Oh. Okay, ready? It's gonna impact in 3, 2, 1, but it's gonna draw a bunch of the heat out. Oh! Look at that! Yo, it ripped it in half. And now it's melting it, it's tearing it. But the core is losing heat from this. It's losing it to the stone. And some of it's just turning back into stone. It's mixing, it's mashing. Oh, look at how it flows. Look at how it flows. It looks exactly like how I would expect lava to flow. Like, this looks like the sort of simulations that NASA has, except it's running on my graphics card. It looks so good. Half of the planet has now solidified. Half of it is still liquid. There's like this boundary here where it's getting just cool enough and it's slowly converting. It's slowly becoming stone. Here it goes. Oh man. It's birthing a planet. It's literally birthing a planet out of this. All this stone is coming out of the magma as I cannot overstate how happy this is making me watching this. This is literally insane. Look at the little bit of magma still flying out, but now it's solidifying. We've got this molten core. It's so good. It's so realistic. Like in most games, I have to really carefully do things to get these results, but like in this game, it just acts how the physics should. Even like look at how it's like shimmering, it's moving. There's so much energy in the core. Do you see this? Do you see it slowly pushing out? Like, this is literally how a volcano works. Do you see that? Look at the pressure literally pushing and cracking through the stone. I could literally watch this for hours. Do you see this? Look at it go. It's so realistic. What on earth? How? How is this? How does this work? How can I add more pressure to the center here? I guess if I add more heat. Man, this is literally making my year. 2024 is starting so strong. So strong. Okay, what's that? Where is the heat? Action, physics, heat. Here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna just put some heat in the center again. It contracts a tiny bit. We got a little bit of heat coming out of the center now. I think I made it contract, so maybe it's gonna suck back in. I kind of wanted to do the opposite. How do I increase pressure? I can increase pressure by adding more. So like I can add more lava probably to increase the pressure. I can just pump it in here. Pump it in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go, you see that? You see how it went a little bit further? Oh, if you hold down shift it deletes. Okay, well, learned that. Okay, so now I know how to delete. Oh, there we go, there's a lot of new lava. The issue is it replaces if you click on something that already exists. So how can I just inject it? How can I just inject it? Oh, you know what I can do? I can put some lava over here, and then I can use the move tool and just move it in. Did that work? I thought that would work. There's probably a way to do this and I'm just dumb. So there's magnet and gravity. I wonder if I go to like the select tool, if I can grab the gravity node and just kill it. Yeah, reducing the gravity will definitely increase. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that the gravity isn't holding it in as tightly. Here, let's delete this one too. Yes, there we go. Oh my god, this volcano is actually about to... Wait, it's just sand. It's not even lava. This is just sand that's getting forced out. It's like a sand volcano. Yo! Not even intended. Okay, let's heat up this sand until it becomes more... Okay, alright. I want a real volcano. Okay, I may have just melted the entire thing. This is going to be more than a volcano. This is literally going to just engulf the entire thing in flame. It was going well. It was going so well, and then I got impatient. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's all melting. Oh, it was so cool how it was like pushing through. And now I've ruined it. I've ruined it! I want to create like...
Sa edad ko, ang hirap pag humina ang bones. Hirap ako at ang mga mahal ko.
So the issue is if I invert the gravity, the entire thing will just explode, and that's not really what I want. I want there to be like pressure inside pushing it out. I wonder if I put water in, if it would make steam and do kind of what I want it to do. Like, that's a good way to introduce pressure. Yeah? Oh, here we go! It's working! It's working! That's how I can introduce pressure. Good old steam. Oh yeah, it's gonna erupt! She's gonna erupt! The pressure, yes! Oh, look at that! Oh, and it's igniting the atmosphere. Holy, oh, now it's all pouring out. All of that heat energy all came out, and now it's all solidifying. Wow! Oh, did you see that? That was intense. Oh, did you see that? That was intense. All right, let's go ahead over here and create the same situation. We're just gonna add water, add water, add water. Let it become steam, create all of that pressure. The pressure is pushing against the side. The pressure is pushing against the side of the stone. It's melting, oh, but it's running out of heat. Is it gonna be, no, there it's gonna go. It's gonna be another eruption. Whoosh. That is so satisfying. I cannot even describe how satisfying that is to watch and play with. Look at the lava just, oh man. Oh. Guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this game, but that's gonna be it for now. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, join Valor if you want to talk to me and the developer of this game. A lot of stuff that I teach you and me. I have and like, guys, you gotta buy this game. I'm sorry, I'm usually not one to be like, you have to buy this game, but Space Simulation Toolkit. Granted, you need an NVIDIA card for it to work flawlessly. He's working on support for other cards, so your mileage may vary if you have something else. And if you have like integrated graphics, it's probably not going to be able to handle this. But if you have a computer with a capable card, I mean, you've already seen what it can do. So let this speak to you. And if you don't have a computer that can handle it, let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see me do, because I can be your computer. I can fulfill your desires and do whatever you want me to do in this game. So thank you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, and goodbye. Hello and welcome everyone back to Space Simulation Toolkit, where last time we looked at some of the crazy things we can do with planets, but I've been playing around on my own and things have only gotten more crazy. Guys, the amount of things you can do with this game is literally insane should your computer be able to handle it. So let's go ahead and build a planet. Got a bit of stone here. I learned recently that you can shift scroll to change the size of your brush. Pretty useful. Let's go ahead and put some dirt on top of this planet. We put a little gravity thing. Oh, I made a mistake. I made a terrible mistake. I did that in the wrong order. It's fine. This is just gonna floop. Oh, okay. I mean, it's cracked it a tiny bit, but that may actually create some interesting effects in the future, so that's fine. So the thing about Space Simulation Toolkit is that there's just so much you can do. It is literally insane. You can simulate some crazy stuff. So let's go ahead and drag a sun here into the center. So the sun is going to heat up the center of this planet and kind of act like a core. Technically, yeah, it's supposed to be used as like a star, but why do that when we could use it in ways it was never originally intended? Well, maybe it was intended. If you want to ask the guy who made this game what was intended, you can go over to Valor.gg because he joined. He joined. The guy who made this game joined Valor. He's talking to people about the game. You can even suggest features to him there, and he will listen to you. Well, he might not add them if they're dumb ideas, but you guys are all intelligent. You're my subscribers, right? You're subscribed? If not, you should subscribe. All right, so let's go ahead and get this sun and turn up the amount of energy that it's emitting. I'm just going to turn that up to, 12? So you saw the title of the video, and you saw that it had plate tectonics, and you went, how does that work? And the crazy thing is because of this guy made this simulation so accurate with particles that there's a bunch of emergent possibilities which I don't think were originally intended, but just because it's how physics work, it works. And it's awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to pump up the heat here. And then you're going to see what I mean when I say plate tectonics, because we're gonna get some really, really awesome shifting crusts on this planet. Here we go. Here we go. Just gotta get that heat a little bit higher. Let's just boom. Up, up, up. All right, so now we have a very nice molten core. And what's happening is as the molten core melts the internals of this planet, it's actually going to do some interesting things. The first thing is that the liquid is a little bit less condensed than solid, so it's going to expand and push a little bit and cause a little bit of stress. There's already cracks all throughout this planet, so we don't have to worry about that. But we can do some really cool things. Like, for example, I can inject water into this. So watch this. If I get water, and I'm going to turn off the change material so that it just adds new material. If I inject some water into here, you know what happens when water touches heat, right? It's going to turn into steam and actually expand. And we want that, because it's going to increase the pressure in the core. There's a few different ways to increase pressure. You can just pump in more and more and more of a material by turning down the C distance, which is the distance away it can draw from. But I like using steam because steam is fun. It's also a great game store. So let's go ahead and get that steam in there. And now there's a bunch of water surrounding this core, and it's getting really hot. It's becoming steam. It's expanding outwards, and it's starting to go through the cracks. Because the simulation is so awesome, it's actually going to force the water through the cracks as the amount increases. So let's go ahead and turn on the C distance on this so that I can pack more than one atom in a space, and that's going to cause it to do this, which is I'm forcing more water into the core than can technically fit, which is creating pressure. We're fitting more atoms into this space than are supposed to. So what they're going to do is they're going to want to escape. And not just that, but they're being heated up. So between those two things, between the heat and the expansion due to me just shoving more water into the same amount of space, we're getting just this intense amount of pressure in the core of this planet. And I'm going to abuse this. I'm going to add more and more. And now we've got kind of a mantle forming, as you can see. Now you may be wondering why I'm not using lava. I found that using lava, the balance between it actually forming stone and heating it is kind of challenging. It's a lot easier to do with just superheated water. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to pretend that this superheated water is basically lava. And now we can see the pressure is starting to force along these fault lines, which were formed when we built the planet. Actually, remember how it cracked? Well, those cracks are now being found. Look at this. Look as the water is trying to find a way to escape all this pressure. It's actually forcing this crack open. And in real life, the Earth actually does have these spots where over time have shifted and created basically cracks, which have formed the plates and the plate tectonics that we have now. It's leftover remnants from when the planet was forming and the big things that happened during its development. But look at this! This crack is slowly being widened as the pressure continues forcing through. And any second now, it's going to get to the surface. Of course, we can speed up the process as well, but because the heat is only increasing, look at the flow as well. We've got this really neat flow going on here as the heat causes this convection to go around in circles. Oh man, it just looks so cool. Does this not look absolutely awesome? Like, you can simulate this on your computer right now if you get this game, Space Simulation Toolkit. I'm basically a salesman at this point. All right, so over here, we just have a ton of pressure, which is actually breaking some of the stone up into sand. Like, it's intense. And right here, we can see it's just about to get out. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's splitting. It's splitting. It's splitting. It's hitting the dirt now. It's hitting the dirt. Dirt is not as strong as stone, but look, it's shifting the plates. It's shifting the entire surface of the planet. Like, is that not absolutely insane? And look, more and more and more pressure is starting to build up. It's starting to push through the dirt. There's so much, this huge piece of stone here is being moved. This is gonna form like a mountain. It's gonna push him. Oh, look at all that. Whoa! Oh my God. Look at all of it. Look at all of it go. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. Like, I cannot even tell you how awesome that is. And all of it's becoming ice and falling back down, making the planet even larger. Guys, was that not super satisfying to watch? That's gotta be like the top 3 most satisfying things that ever happened on this channel. We literally just watched the core of a planet erupt out, and I didn't have to do anything. I personally didn't do that. I just put some pressure in the center and it found the most optimal route to crack out and explode outwards. All right. And so if you have a torus or a donut like this, the outer edges are actually going to be able to hold themselves a little bit, right? Because there's still some structure here. It's pushing on itself, so it really doesn't want to fall inwards. But we're going to increase the amount of gravity so that it does want to fall inwards. This is going to be cool. Watch this. All right, so I'm going to grab this gravity node here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the multiplier up. And you're going to notice that as I turn the multiplier up, it's going to start pulling pieces that are loose off of the planet and melting them. Yep, we're getting a lot of stuff falling out of here because this is just ice. And then over here, we've got this crazy amount of cracks that are starting to fall in. But you're really gonna see any second now. Let's double this again. Double the gravitational force. Now we are, did I do, no, that's correct. Now we are really seeing a lot of stuff fall in. Look, big chunks of the stone are starting to fall in. This is all about to collapse inwards.
Cheese Whiz! Help strengthen bones with a strength builder of calcium from Cheese Whiz.
And what's going to happen as this stone falls in, it's going to start using these cracks and they're going to start sliding. And we're going to see continents and oceans form as this slides. This is already closed up here. The crack is closed because it's falling inwards. All of this, I could speed it up a little bit, but I think it's a little bit more satisfying if we're just patient and watch this take place. The planet is literally crushing, and oh, there we go, there's a big piece just fell in. And now the tectonic plates are actually going to start sliding. Now we're getting some convection here. It's this plate is coming in and going under, this plate here is going up above. And as you can see, this is breaking and it's forming. A hill here is actually getting pushed out by the force. And look over here, these two plates are coming in this way, and it's actually pushing this out and forming a hill. All right, I'm gonna deal with my dog really quickly so that we don't have to listen to her barking the whole time. So give me one moment. All right, so things have moved. So look, this plate here has formed and it's slipped up, creating a mountain here. Over here, we have not as much, but look, there's two plates here that are colliding and they're moving and it's actually pulling inwards. Look at that. And then over here, look at that. That's a massive, massive plate that's going under the other plate. So this is super close to, in real life, how this works, with the tectonic plates either slipping under each other, colliding and moving up to form mountains, colliding and then bending down, going back into the earth, melting. It's not a perfect representation, but like, it's so good. Like, look at that. Look at that fault line. Like, it's slowly slipping under, and this plate is going over, and it's just a beautiful simulation. So good. And we can increase the power further. Let's double the force of the core again, which is going to create even more pressure, which is going to cause, look at this mountain that's forming as these two plates collide and push upwards. This is literally insane. Literally insane. I'm sorry. This has got to be one of the most insane things that I've ever laid my hands on. Look at it go, and it's forming these cave systems as well, these massive caves under the earth. We've got these mountain ranges that are just forming. It's so good. Now, I may have overpowered it. I think that it's going to begin melting everything, and I think the entire planet is probably going to die. But it's worth it to get this sort of content. You know, whoever lives on this planet definitely understands that the content must be made. It just must. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That plate's actually about to go vertical. Yo! Geologists on this planet would have a really fun time trying to figure out how all of these formations form. All right, let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun and add a little bit of complexity. We're going to turn down the gravity now, which is going to cause all of this material in the center. There's actually too much. The only reason it was able to pack so tight was because of all that gravity. So now we have just a ton of pressure in the center. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound a little familiar, having a ton of pressure in the center? It should sound familiar, because I believe we're actually going to get some magma going out. Oh, it's actually, no, because it's less tightly packed. It's actually cooling down a little bit, and it's forming stone again. That was unexpected, but I understand why it's happening. But there is still a lot of pressure. This is why I didn't use lava, because the lava has a tendency to become stone again. But there is still a lot of pressure, and I think that we're actually going to see some material come through here, through this crack, maybe, possibly. I don't know, there's a lot of pressure going on over here as well. There's a lot going on. All right, let's go ahead and stuff some water into it and see what happens. It's probably going to form an ocean on one of the fault lines. All right, there we go. That was a huge injection of water, probably way too much. It's actually causing the cortico kind of wacky because of the amount of pressure I just injected. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's finding its way. Is it? I thought it was, maybe not. Oh, geez, the core is really starting to expand again now. It's like, it's slightly balanced, maybe not. All right, let's inject a tiny bit more. All the pressure. Oh! Whoa! It just pushed that entire glacier out. Oh, and we're actually getting lava. We're actually getting lava coming out, not just water. That pressure was so much, and now it's forming new stone too. Look at that. Wow. All right, that was insane. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy, my guys. All right, so finally, let's do one last thing in this video. I'm going to build a meteor. I'm gonna build a meteor to crash into this. So I'm gonna build a giant piece of metal way out here. Oh wait, I need to turn, whoops. I need to turn the C distance back to 1 so I can build properly. I still don't know how to type directly into this. The developer said you can, but when I click, it doesn't give me the ability to, it just either doubles it or halves it, so maybe I'm just dumb. I am probably just dumb. Here we go. This is good enough. All right, that was stone, but I guess that's fine too. Now we're going to heat this up. We're gonna heat up this bit of stone ridiculously. Boom. Super heated meteor incoming. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Do you see the amount of damage that did? Whew! And now the heat from that is actually transferring to the planet, and it's going to be a bad, bad time for anyone living on it. Actually, so much heat has been added that the core is having an easier time melting the center of the planet, and I think the entire thing's about to melt. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's balanced. Yeah, I think it actually survived. Crazy. This planet's been through a lot, so let's go ahead and pop it like a balloon. That's the only way to give it. It's really a reward being popped like a balloon, if you think about it. Insane amount of pressure. Go. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's been vaporized. It has been completely vaporized. There is nothing left of it. I put so many particles in one space that the friction caused it to just immediately just melt. Oh wow! Look at the size. I mean, the material is falling back down. Can you even comprehend how many particles this is simulating right now? Like the amount of math happening in my computer? Absolutely ludicrous. A lot of this is actually the gravity is causing it to be pulled back in. And we can speed up that process as well by doing the old gravity increasing multiplier trick, which I will do. Oh, it just caused it to collapse into itself and create shock waves. Whoops! Hate it when that happens. I wanted the opposite to happen. I wanted it to go, things to go in, not to go out. Oh well. Is it done bouncing now? No. The answer is no. The answer is we have just vaporized this, and this is all that's left of the planet. Well, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, remember, Valor.gg. The guy who made the game is there, right now. Bye.
Look at that glow. I am so obsessed.
Olay Vitamin C.
It doesn't feel greasy, and as fast absorbing this sinks deep into the skin and works to reduce the look of dark spots. Try the Olay Luminous Niacinamide plus Vitamin C combo today.
Olay Vitamin C.
Hello and welcome back everyone to Space Simulation Toolkit, which statistically is apparently your favorite thing to watch now according to YouTube, so good job to you guys and good job to the amazing developer of Space Simulation Toolkit for creating something just so darn cool. So let's go through some features that I haven't showed you guys yet because they just get more and more insane as time goes on. Like, we've already done plate tectonics, we've already done, you know, evolving life. What possibly else could it do? Well, a lot. So let's start out with something really awesome. If we go over into the scene section here, we can open up the Cosmos settings. And in the Cosmos settings, we can turn something on called Node Gravity. Node Gravity gives every single particle its own gravitational field. Now, it's laggy. Even with a 4090, it can make it struggle a little bit with a lot of particles. But the possibilities, like look at this. It's crushing into itself. The center of this planet is actually getting A, heated, and B, crushed because there's just a ton of material. It's got its own gravity. You can build realistic planets in this way. Let's go ahead and build a little asteroid. It's getting attracted to all of the nodes. This is insanity. I wonder if there's ways to optimize it as well, like having it create like one gravity node if they're connected, but I mean, look at that. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like, everything in this game is insane, but like things continue to get more insane. And yes, the performance with the node feature, the node gravity, isn't quite as good. But guys, come on. That's like what, simulating gravity for like thousands and thousands and thousands of different particles? That's insanity. Absolute insanity. And insanity is going to be the theme of this video because some of you have pointed out that you can do things that I did not expect. So, like, apparently you can just make the values negative in the boxes. And, like, you don't know what I mean by that. What I mean by that is when you're checking off something like, oh, did I turn off? I did not turn off node gravity. Let me turn off node gravity real quick so it doesn't lag. When I create this ball here, we have a gravity source in the center, which you can control the strength of. But what I didn't realize is things like this, and even the sun temperature, you can set negative. So I can actually accelerate this outwards at a speed. And let's go ahead and build a giant metal box around this. Also, you can pause the simulation speed, which is really useful. I believe it is the animate step here, yeah. So if we set this to 0, I can actually now just build a box, whereas it would normally get attracted by the gravity and stuff. It would be really awesome if this were bound to like spacebar so you could easily pause. But something really nice is that I'm now in direct contact with the developer, and they are, I've given them a few suggestions on things. They're absolutely awesome. They've been listening to a ton of different suggestions from me and their fans, and they're doing a really good job. And actually, if you want to go talk to them yourself, they're on Valor, the chat platform I'm developing. So you could go over to Valor, talk to the developer of this game, and let them know what you want to see. And then if you want to see more videos, you know what to do, and go subscribe, because if you subscribe to me, you'll see all the videos on this game, because we're just going to keep going. Alright, so now I'm going to get this gravity multiplier, and I'm going to set it negative. I've never done this before, so we'll see what the results are. Alright, we're going to set it so high. We're going to set it to like negative 600. Great. And then we're going to turn on the animate step to slow motion. And it didn't do what no, it went back to positive. Why is it positive again? No, I just turned it really high positive. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, whatever. Let's reverse it now. Fine. Let's go ahead. Here we go. Here. Whoa! Look at the part. Oh my god, that's insane. Whoa. This is literally basically simulating dark matter now. The expansion of the universe. It's really awesome to see. Look at that. It looks like just like a ring of fire. That is absolutely awesome. What happens if I just place, what if I spawn like some water on top of it? Oh, it's freezing and spreading out in just a massive circle. All right, so one of you suggested that I try to do a supernova. So what we have to do for that is a couple of things. First, we have to make a star. So a star is created when you have a lot of gravitational force pulling together a lot of, well, lighter elements that then undergo fusion. Now, when things are compressed in this game, it does generate heat, which gives us a good base to work off of, and we do have gravity. So let's go ahead and grab some air. And it looks like air isn't affected by gravity, but thankfully we can go into the material editor. So we're going to click on one of these bits of air, and we're just going to click on material air. Here's the material editor, and we are going to turn the gravity up to, now, a number. I'll turn it quite high because we need a lot of gravity to happen for this to work. So now they're actually being pulled into the center, which is exactly what we want to happen, but there isn't nearly enough air for it to collide and create heat. So let's go ahead and choose air again and add more. Now the thing about this game is that you can handle quite a few particles, so might as well create quite a few particles. And by quite a few, I mean quite a few particles. So let's create a lot of particles, and now we have a lot of air in a circle, kind of colliding with each other, but not really colliding with each other. We can do better. So let's go ahead and grab this gravity node here, and let's go ahead and increase the multiplier so that it's more and more powerful. Now you can see it's really forcing the atoms together, like really forcing the atoms together. And they're crushing each other inwards, and how far can we push it? Oh, it's doing a little dance. All right, so we will hit a point where the game no longer allows it to go any faster because there is a cap. So we can go into the Cosmos settings and turn on gravity max velocity to allow it to go even further because, yeah, everything is a setting in this game. And if we continue allowing it to go further, wow, this is getting very compressed, like incredibly compressed. I think we need to add more air. We've compressed all of this into this one space, but I'm still not getting that heat that I'm looking for. I mean, it's heating up a tiny bit. All right, more air. Trying my best. I think if I turn the animate step down, there we go. There we go. Feed it. Feed it. We're feeding it a lot of fuel here. And hopefully we can get this to turn into a full-on star. That is the plan, at least. I mean, there is a lot of force going. There's a lot happening in there. Maybe the air doesn't generate friction. I didn't even think about that. Let's see if there's a setting for that. Friction. Because I feel like it should have done something by now. Alright, let's try this again, but let's try it with sand, which I know is not what stars are made out of. Oh! Yes! Sand gets very hot very quickly and also looks kind of trippy when you do this. Whee! Alright, maybe we'll just make a sun out of sand. I mean, look at that. That looks really cool. It's getting like flung out, and it actually does kind of look like a star. It's got a bunch of light coming out. All right, let's feed it more. Yeah, we're making the sun out of sand until I figure out how to do the material editor a little bit better. It actually looks fantastic. It really does look like a star. All right, so the request was that I make it go supernova, which sounds awesome. All right, so by turning down the gravitational force a little bit, it's allowing it to become more of a star. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks awesome. I didn't expect it to look this cool, but like this is absolutely fantastic. We can also use this cool tool, this spin tool, to give it a little bit of a spin, believe it or not. Although the gravity